Let's see what happens when we want to position a buccally displaced second upper molar. On the screen we see the movement that we want from the buccal. Now we look at it from the distal or the buccolingual. Notice that the apex doesn't move at all, there is no extrusion. From the lingual cusp travels almost in a straight line. We try to avoid as much as possible extrusion of the palatal root to avoid any occlusal interference. If we add a grid, we see the same movement and we can appreciate the amount of movement that is designed. With a wire now, if the wire goes through the tube of the first molar, well, this is the amount of movement this second molar will have to go through. Let's see now when we add the lower model or lower dentition, what needs to happen. Again, this is the movement that you roughly want to achieve. And from the distal, you can look at what is supposed to happen. You can see that theoretically the crown has to travel over the buccal cusp of the upper molar, lower molar, and get into occlusion, which is kind of difficult to do. You may want to include some intrusion in order first of all to correct the buccal crossbite if it is present, and then move the tooth. If you use cross elastics as an example, or if you use a wire, you may end up adding a vertical component of force, which would be extrusive on the upper second molar, which may actually result unfavorable outcome and slow down the process. I also had a suggestion of tying a button from the first molar mesiolingual cusp to the lingual cusp of the second molar and pull to get some form of movement of the second molar. We'll study this in detail with some drawings, but it's not very favorable. The force system and the friction will not really work in your favor. Thank you.